What is going on, YouTube? You guys got Cody coming to you guys today from the freaking woods. Public land at its finest right now. It's January in Wisconsin. A perfect, picturesque 25 degrees here. Deer season's coming to a close, y'all. But hey, look, I got 4 things that I am absolutely never going to be caught dead without again in the woods. So, fam, this year I spent 95% of my time hunting public land out here in Wisconsin. And you know what? Lots of lessons learned, had some opportunities, got some does, got some meat in the freezer. But you know what? I really pay attention to what was my equipment, my gear going into this year. So, I'm going to show you guys some things that I brought that I think are absolutely crucial to being successful out in the woods. None of it is extreme technology. It's all just the basics to me. So if you guys are getting started in public land hunting, or you know what, you kind of want to adjust your gear list for next year, dang, is this the video for you? So first off, really quick, can we just get a shout out to this rub? I saw this, I'm like, man, what a perfect spot, man. This is just beautiful. This actually showed up I think late September here in particular. So once I saw this, man, I got a spot that I bow hunted from here and had some beautiful bucks come through. Of course, I wasn't here. But man, what a beautiful rub. So fam, here we go. What I have here is, to kick off, I have a frame pack. So this is EXO gear. I'm a huge fan. I'm a big time elk hunter. I go out west every year for weeks at a time. So having a great frame pack out there, super important. But also, if you guys are just hunting public land out here in the Midwest, there's times where you may get a deer down a mile from your truck. And the last thing you want to do is do a mile-long deer drag. So crew, believe me, I'm in just as good a shape as about the rest of them. But dang, that sucks after some time. So again, for me, I'm a big believer. Quartering your deer, hiking it on your back, carry that dang thing out. Saves you on time, saves the meat, and I tell you what, for a fact you're gonna get out of there without having a dang heart attack. So again, having a great frame pack with me gives me the confidence that if I do get something on the ground, and if it does run away further from my truck, which seems to always be the case, I know I'm gonna be able to carry that dang thing on my back. If need be, sometimes I might need a second trip or a third, but you know what? I got this as my insurance policy. So again, number 1, EXO Mountain, we got frame pack. Check it out, guys. Now, this was my big piece that I bought. So look, if I'm hunting private land, man, am I gonna put up a ladder stand every dang time. I don't have a fear of heights, I got a fear of falling. So again, for me, I'm very much I like being in a ladder stand, I like being secured in. I am not the type of public land hunter that goes out in the woods with a saddle and a harness and climbing freaking trees like a lumberjack. That ain't me, y'all. And if that's also you, or maybe that was in your past, you don't want to do that anymore, I got one of these nettings off Amazon. A little bit see-through, but you know what? This is super lightweight. I think it came out to 10, 12 ounces. I mean, this thing is just, and again, it packs down super tight, super light. And again, all you do is, again, anytime you're finding an area you want to hunt, you're trying to find something with a really good, thick background to you that's going to help hide your silhouette. But more importantly, you're trying to find just a couple really solid trees in front of you that you could tie this up at. I think this is about 8 feet wide. So again, just take one of the corners, real easy, string it up, tie it around the tree, and now you have a completely silent deer blind that weighs less than a pound that fits inside your backpack. How freaking easy is that? And again, I was successful harvesting a deer with that this year. Have had lots of deers within close encounters. Again, getting a shot is a different thing, but this does help conceal you just a little bit. Game changer, y'all. I would highly recommend investing in one. Number 3, bring the tripod chair, y'all. Again, simple chair. Again, there was a lot of years where I would start off on public land sitting on the ground. And again, ground sitting, fantastic, nothing wrong with it, especially if you guys are rifle hunting. It's actually a little bit easier to hold that rifle from my perspective and get a really good steady aim. However, if you're bow hunting like I was all year long, again, having a really nice, comfortable seat that's, again, lightweight. This thing maybe only weighs a couple pounds, compacts real easy, and you can just strap it to the top of my pack, and it's silent. It's absolutely dead silent. So again, real easy. Just unpack it, boom, sit. We're ready to rock and roll and fling some arrows, y'all. So again, number 3, tripod, chair, I don't know why I can't say that. Tripod chair, get that thing. Again, get comfortable in the woods. The more comfortable you are, the more hours you can sit, okay? Every minute matters in those woods. Let's sit longer, y'all. Let's sit longer. Because again, we all know the second we get uncomfortable and we can't feel our cheeks anymore, we're walking out of there. We're moving spots. We're making noise. We're casting more scent. Stay put, sit in your spot, trust your spot, get the job done. Okay, now up next, kind of a combination of things, but y'all, look, like I mentioned when I kicked off this video with my frame pack, game bags. Again, game bags are crucial. Don't be throwing them in garbage bags or plastic baggies. If you guys are quartering your deer out in the woods, you're forever away from the truck. Hey, look, get your game bags. Again, I would recommend for a normal Wisconsin whitetail, at least 3 to 4 game bags. Again, I got multiple here. They do have reflectors on them, so if you hang them up in a tree so coyotes don't get them, as you're transferring meat from your truck to the woods, the kill site, at least you can hang it up in a tree and it has that reflector where you can hit with your flashlight. You're gonna see it every dang time. Highly recommend it. Along with that kill kit, I do have 2 knives in here. A knife I just got that unfortunately I got for Christmas, so I wasn't able to use it this hunting season, but I'm excited to use it for next season. There's a Wyoming knife, so I'm super excited about that. So it's something that has an end here to cut the skin down, and then from here you got your fillet. So I'm super excited to be using that this year. It does come with replacement blades, and then as well as I always have a backup knife. So again, having a kill kit on you and not being stuck out there with just a knife, being like, man, I have to drag this thing out of here. You could get a whole deer done with a couple knives, your game bags, and as well as just some paracord. Too easy, y'all. And then last but not least, this is the last thing that I'm gonna mention here today, guys, is first off, always 2 flashlights. That was one thing, that was some great advice I got from a hunting guide that I did a trip out with Montana. He's like, you always want 2 sources of light. In case one goes dead, you always have that backup. So I could not recommend that enough. But this flashlight in particular, the brand is iDo. But what it does is it actually helps you, the light actually magnifies blood. So if you guys are tracking deer at night, again, you could easily hit that shine on the ground and find some form of liquid on there, and it really freaking spouts out that light. So I'm excited to check this out for next year. That's what we're bringing out with me. But crew, bottom line, get yourself a frame pack. If you guys are not getting up in a tree like me, get yourself one of these. Again, a burlap works great too. I have burlap, but it is a little bit heavier. So that's why I went with this mesh, this camo mesh. You get it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Get your tripod seat. Again, I think I bought this at Runnings for like 20 bucks, you know, and then get your kill kit, your backup knives, your lights. Now, I'm gonna throw in a bonus one. Hang on, I gotta find out which pocket it is. Here we go. Is your wind checker. And again, obviously a lot of you guys are like, well, duh, obviously, or Cody, I trust the weatherman. I'm telling you right now, I have never trusted a weatherman in my life. There's been times where I will plan my entire freaking hunt based off of what the weather says the wind is blowing. And sometimes that weatherman will say, hey, the wind is coming out of the south. I get into my spot where I'm set up for the west wind, and boom, I hit this wind tracker, and boom, all of a sudden the wind's out of the south, or it's swirling, and I know I'm in a bad spot. I gotta move because I'm casting my wind in the exact wrong spot. And never trust that weatherman, guys. They get paid too much. Outside of that, guys, hey, look, please like, subscribe, comment. I want to hear, what are your 5 top items that you bring out into the woods? Because again, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to grow. We all want to get more deer down. Let's help each other grow, y'all. Outside of that, let's go get some deer. 2 bulls by noon. See y'all later.